Hello, hello. We've got a big question for you today. So what if I told you that you could study your Masters in Europe for free? Tuition fees are of course a huge thing and a big factor that a lot of people have to consider when thinking about studying a Masters. However, we wanted to highlight some countries where this might not be an issue at all. In this video, we'll talk you through some postgraduate destinations in Europe that either have no tuition fees or are far cheaper than you'd think. But just a heads up that what we're looking at here are free public universities. Private universities in these countries may still charge. And a public university, of course, is one that's funded by the government of the country, making it cheaper, or in some cases, totally free. So, starting us off up in Northern Europe, we have Denmark, obviously well known for having one of the highest qualities of life in the world. Denmark offers free master's study to citizens of the European Union, EEA and Switzerland. There are also no admin fees either with these universities, and whatever your nationality, you'll also be offered free Danish lessons to help you get settled in. So moving over to Finland, similar to Denmark, you can study your masters for free in Finland if you're an EU, EEA or Swiss citizen. And in terms of admin fees, the only one you'll be looking at is a small membership fee for the students' unions over there. So, pretty good. Rounding out our little tour of Scandinavia is Sweden. EU, EEA and Swiss citizens can also still study their masters there for free. And there are also no admin fees when studying in Sweden at all. So let's move on to the rest of mainland Europe. Right, you might be noticing a little bit of a theme here, but in Poland, EU, EEA and Swiss citizens can all study a masters for free. Some universities in Poland charge for an admin fee of up to €200 when you enrol, so be sure to keep some money aside for this. Universities in the Czech Republic are free for everyone, but there is a bit of a catch. They're only free if you study in Czech. So if you're up for learning a new language, then a Czech taught masters is a great option. Masters taught in other languages are fairly common in the Czech Republic, but these will usually incur some fees. So moving on to Austria now, studying your masters in Austria is free for EU, EEA and Swiss citizens, and you'll be charged around €20 per semester in admin fees. Although the master's study itself is free, there is some fine print to be aware of. So if you don't complete your programme of study within 2 semesters of the usual duration, you have to pay €363.63 per term. So just something to be aware of there. So from Austria to Germany, good news, everyone can study a master's for free in Germany. However, if you want to study at a university in the state of Baden-Württemberg, apologies if I butchered that, in the southwest of the country, you may incur some charges there. While there aren't any course fees, you can expect to pay between €50 and €250 per semester, and this will cover your registration, students' union membership, even a regional transport pass, which is pretty handy. So Iceland rounds out a list of European countries with no tuition fees. Iceland offers free master's study for everyone. However, you are required to pay a €500 annual registration fee, but this is the only additional cost that you'll incur. Now let's take a look at 2 more countries that are cheaper options if you want to study abroad. While not totally free, these are significantly cheaper than other European countries. So starting things off with France. France is one of the most affordable countries to study in Europe. Tuition fees are capped at €243 per year by the government, but these rates are only applicable to EU and EEA nationals. Those coming from outside this area will be charged €3,770 per year. And the last country we're talking about in this video today is Belgium. Universities in Belgium's Dutch and French-speaking communities charge relatively low tuition fees. These will cost you around €950 per year, so if you're looking for a multilingual, multicultural place to study in Europe, then Belgium could be the place. There you have it, I guess. That was our list of European countries where you can study your masters for free, or near enough. Studying abroad is an incredible experience and it's definitely worth pursuing. While studying your masters in these countries might be free or cheap, living there is not, however, of course. You'll still have to think about accommodation, health insurance and other living costs. But of course, these will be much more manageable without hefty tuition fees as well. We hope that this video has put the record straight on the costs associated with master's study in Europe and has given you the confidence to consider it going forward.